How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is episode 4 of a Let's Play series on Farming Simulator 25 here on Riverbend Springs. Where we last left off, we ended up getting all the fields up and running, ready to go for the next season. JP has been working really hard on making sure that we have gotten as much contract work as we can possibly get done, so we're just getting the money that we can for the farm. I'm spending it as quick as he is making it. And we are just doing everything we can to make sure that Uncle stays above water. And so far, we're doing all right. Now, what do we got going on here today? Well, we've got a bunch of stuff. We have been working on contracts in the background like nothing before. I've got a whole bunch of stuff piled up there at the farm. So I need to go and figure out a way to be able to get it out of the middle of the farm and actually kind of squirreled away somewhere. And JP, just like he always does, he's going to be working on some contracts. He's actually going to be working on a transportation contract, and I am going to actually work on a deadwood contract. So we've been contracted out to cut down a whole bunch of dead trees just north of the farm over here. Got to go take care of those. JP is going to go ahead and transport a bunch of timber logs across to the, I believe it's just south of town if I'm not mistaken. But on top of all that, we need to harvest this field. As you can see, I'm standing right in the middle of the field, and this is ready to harvest. And I'm going to turn this into hay because our cows need some food. They are running very, very low on food, and we've got to make sure that they are going to get the amount of food that they can get to be able to get happy and healthy and get bigger so they can actually start turning a profit for us, because we're at the point right now where they're not doing much besides, just kind of doing their own thing. So, JP, are you ready?
Let's do this.
All right, let's get going. All right. So like I said, first things first, I've got to figure out how to get all this stuff out of the farm. And you will see, before we start this episode, you'll see just how many contracts we have been working on in the background. We probably got close to a dozen or so that we were working on. But you can see right here in front of me, there's all this stuff just kind of hanging out here. And right now, I'm just kind of waiting for the weather to light up. Because we've got the grass across the street, but I don't want to mow it with it all wet right now. You can see all this stuff needs to get picked up, so let's go and grab our John Deere. I'm going to take it up to the shop because I'm pretty sure that I can get them to hook up a front-end linkage to it so I can attach a front-end loader to it. Oh, that's the wrong door. There we go. So we got the John Deere here.
We will probably end up passing each other. I'm in the trailer to go pick up those logs, and I'm actually got to pick those up just south of the river, so.
And where do you got to take it up to?
It's going over to the sawmill, so.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so that's not too far.
No, it's nice little quick path, and figure got a truck that'll, well, see, driving like a madman.
I saw that.
This rain is brutal
Right
now. Slicking the roads up.
All right, so we're at the point where I'm going to go ahead and cut us out here. I'll cut us back in as soon as I get some of the equipment that I need. Like I said, we're going to start with getting the upgrades we need for this particular John Deere to get the front end loader. Once we get all that stuff, we'll go back to the farm and we'll figure out what we can do from there. We'll see in a little bit. All right, as you can see, the money has gone down and we've got stuff that we can move stuff with. So we got a front end loader for a John Deere now. Oh man, this is needed to be done. As you can see, I've got this all just slam packed over here right next to the cow barn, or cow pasture I should say, and it's just been taking up space. Let's see, let me think, where can I put this stuff? You know what, maybe the seat, really don't have a good place to put any of this stuff, do we?
And
Here, you know
really,
what?
we don't. Like, we could use a storage shed, that's for sure.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have one of them, so gonna have to get a bit creative.
Uh-oh. That means we're all in trouble.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and stack all these up against the big barn, and I'll try and keep products like products next to each other. So seeds will be next to seeds, and herbicide next to herbicide, and all that kind of stuff.
Well, for once, you've actually had a decent idea.
Well, I do have a good idea every once in a while.
Welcome, everyone, to In a While.
Oh, 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 don't do that now. There we go.
So, update over here. I've got about half of the logs loaded up into the trailer here. I'm hustling along on it. So,
Nice.
I think I'm going to actually be able to fit it all in one load. So that'll be nice. It'll save a little bit of time and won't have to make two trips to the sawmill.
Oh, that's good at least. Less trips is a good thing. Alright, so we got herbicide now. Oh, and this tractor is not equipped to handle this much weight.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not. That's the one thing about that little John Deere is it's definitely not designed to do a lot of heavy lifting.
Well, we don't have anything else, so I'm going to make it do the heavy lifting.
Yes, yeah, that's what we tend to do.
Well,
We overexert our equipment and we make it work for what we need.
yeah, you get the equipment that'll do the job, not necessarily because it wants to, but because you have to. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cut us out here and finish up what I'm doing, and then I'm going to go ahead and get working on that Deadwood contract. See you in a little while. Alright, so I'm picking up the last little bit of the stuff all strewn about the yard here. Got one last bag of solid fertilizer. And this one we're just going to kind of stack right in front of the door. So, really, because there's no other place for me to put it. And, just like that, let's make sure the door closes fine. Aw, yeah, like it was meant to be there. Alright, well now at this point, I'm going to go ahead and head up to the Deadwood contract, get that all done. I will meet you all over there in just a few minutes. Alright, so I made it over here. Gonna go ahead and get to work, because somewhere in here, there's a whole bunch of trees that are marked off. Let's hop up here. Oh, and there's one right there in front of me. So they came through and they marked off exactly which ones they wanted to get cut down and taken care of. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead. Oops. Break out our chainsaw. Alright, there's one. I think there's 8 more to go. So let's keep an eye out for these trees, because... Oh, here's another one. There we go.
Speaking of trees, I just finished up with getting all these logs loaded up into the truck over here. Get ready to run them over to the wood or to the sawmill. That's the word I'm looking for.
Nice.
I've been hanging around you too long. I can't remember words now. So,
Hey, you know what? English is not an easy language.
oh no, definitely not.
Ooh, well, they didn't tell me about this. So, I'm on the backside of somebody's farm, and one of the trees that's marked is inside of a fenced-in area. They didn't tell me about that, so I need to be real careful. I'm gonna try my best not to crush anything.
Well, you're fully insured, right?
Maybe.
Maybe. Oh, plausible deniability, right?
I mean, anything's possible.
Oh,
And we're good.
we're good.
We're good.
Okay, I'm glad you're good because I I've never been so happy to hit a tree in my life. Uh, came around a came around a curve a little too fast and may have potentially lost control and was heading right for a creek.
Oh, um,
Luckily, luckily the tree stopped me and well, wearing rented equipment. So,
oh, great. So what you're saying is we're gonna have to pay pay for
oh
damages.
no, I get the extra insurance every time I wreck
Oh.
something. I get the extra insurance. I know how I drive.
Well, I guess that's a positive thing. Oh, found another one.
And I'm actually going to be right across the street from you here in a moment. Brakes. Yeah, 'cause it looks like you're kind of working kind of right across the street from the sawmill.
Yeah, for the most part,
Kind of wandering around. You up on that hill?
I am just trying to
All right.
figure out a way to get down. I
Go.
have a feeling that some of these, they basically gave me a little marked area in which to look for all these trees, and I have a feeling that some of them are on the other side of the road.
Are
So
you
right now
on
I'm
the
just
side that
playing.
the sawmill is on?
What's that?
Are you talking on the side that the sawmill is on?
Yes.
Well, I'll
So
tell you
basically
what,
I'm playing hide and seek with trees.
I will kind of run around over here and help you look, because I just got those trees all that lumber delivered. So
Well, that would be a huge help if you wouldn't mind.
yeah, I'm right here. No reason I can't.
Well, at least you're putting yourself to good use. Oh, I think I found another one up there. Maybe? That might not be one that's marked.
Yeah, you definitely want to make sure you're cutting down the right trees.
Oh, yeah. No, because they'll
You cut
penalize
down.
me if I'm not.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. You cut down the wrong tree, and
Oh, yep, I
landowner
found
will
it.
not.
Yeah, I've definitely found one.
So you got three more to get. Then it looks like roughly.
Yeah, I think so. Marco
Yeah.
Trilo.
This is no. That's not one. Why do I see a levitating tree here?
Helium tree?
Um, I don't know. This is weird. It's a trunkless tree.
Huh.
You'll have to come check it out. See where I'm at on the.
Well, Oh, wait. Is that one? It is. Yay! I found another one.
Woohoo!
Timber! Alright, I think maybe one or two more?
Yeah, I took a picture of that tree I was talking about. Well, I'll have to show it to you later.
Oh, I found a dead tree, but it's not marked. Hmm.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of dead trees, but again, like you said, they're not marked. And if it's not marked, you definitely don't want to cut it.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, well, while JP and I play hide and seek with the trees, I'll go ahead and cut us out. Ooh, is this another one? It is! I found one. So, hold on. Let's get this last one here.
These are so.
Alright.
Oh, here's one.
Oh, you found one?
Here's one right here. Yeah, you come find me.
Oh, did I find another one? No, that's a healthy
I
tree.
think this one I'm looking at. I think this one I'm looking at might be the last one you need, actually.
I'm coming.
If you see me, oh, there you are. I see a mark over here.
Alright, well, watch yourself, because I'm cutting to my left.
Well, I'll stand behind you. That way, if it falls on you. And it's down.
And there we go. Alright, well, let's go over to the, let's go over to the
Hey, real
sawmill.
quick, why don't you come over here with me?
Well, I'm going to go over to the
Oh,
sawmill, and I'm going to collect on this contract and get paid, and then I will meet you over there. So I'll cut us out here and cut us back in just a moment. See you in a little bit. Alright, I'm coming back to the farm, and as you can see, I got me just a little bit of equipment here. Got me a bale grabber, because I want to move all these bales. I really like being able to put all these bales... Oh, that's not where I want to go. I like really putting these bales over here, but I want to have a more kind of dedicated space for said bales. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and take all these bales and move them just behind the windmill right over behind the barn here, so that way we can permanently store them back here.
Well, and sorry to interrupt, but not only that, having those bales where you did have them worked for the time being, we're about to have a lot more bales though.
Yes, and that's ultimately what it boils down to is, having this kind of influx in bales is going to be something we're going to have to take care of very soon.
Because it looks like the sun's finally starting to shine, so going to be, getting that grass cut across the street there and
Yep,
turned into some hay and
that's it exactly. We gotta make some space. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna have to go up to the shop there and purchase a whole bunch of. I mean, we still gotta buy a mower. We gotta buy probably gonna buy a tedder because we've got to make some hay. I think it's what we're gonna start out with. There we go. Let's get this all.
speaking of which, while you're working on that, I've got a few more contracts picked up here. Doing some planting, some wheat for someone. We're gonna do some plowing and pick up some stones.
Ooh, nice. Our stone pile
So
will continue to get bigger and bigger. Eventually, we'll have Stone Mountain.
yes, that is kind of the hope. That way, when it comes down to it, we finally figure out what we're gonna do with all that stone. We'll have plenty of it to figure out what to do with.
I mean, I've got a few ideas of what we can do, but it's one of those that it's going to be expensive regardless of what we do. So, probably going to be one of those that we just eventually, build towards. But, I mean, right now it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it besides just storing it, hanging on to it, and, eventually utilize it for something.
Yep. And, well,
I mean,
figure it's
honestly,
not hurting any keep it where it's at. So
yeah, true. That's true. Honestly, what I'd love to be able to do is buy us a little bit of a little crusher or something. Oops. Buy us a little crusher and make some lime out of it, because I think that would be, really nice to be able to have as much lime as we could possibly ever want on hand,
oh
ready to go.
oh yeah, that would be huge. Especially when it comes down to, liming those fields. If we can make our own versus having to buy it, save us some money. I mean, I know you like spending all our money, but
Well, I mean, one of us has to spend it.
yeah, well,
I mean,
and one
in
of us
all,
has to earn
I mean, in all fairness, though, it's not like I'm spending it on frivolous things. I'm not going out on a night out of town or something like that.
it. Well, we haven't quite proven that yet.
I mean,
The jury is still out on that.
that's true. Alright, so we are all set and ready to go there. Now it is time to go and spend more money!
Yay, money.
Because we need a mower, we need a tedder, we have a baler. So we got most of everything that we need. It's just a couple little things here and there. So I'll go ahead and cut us out here, cut us back in as soon as we come back with some mowing equipment. We'll see in a little while. All right, so I came up here to the shop and kind of came across a bit of a problem. So we've kind of got a tractor here that's not really going to be good for the situations that we're going to be putting it through. So Unk has this tractor, this Challenger here, and we upgraded it, and it's fine. It's nice and whatnot. It's got 225 horsepower. It doesn't suit the needs that we have right now because it's got a front weight to it, but it doesn't have the front 3-point link. So the problem is that we're going to be doing mowing, we're going to be doing harvesting, we're going to be doing all these different things that just right now this tractor really isn't going to be optimal for. But when I came up here, I noticed that they had a really nice used McCormick that is actually going to be a deep discount from when it was kind of brand new kind of thing. It's only got 10 hours on it. It is like $130,000. It's a steal in my opinion. So I've been working out with JP here, and I think we're going to go ahead and just give up the Challenger here and go ahead and get that McCormick. And I think that it's, again, short-term loss for a very long-term gain. Now, this might kind of turn us on its head, where we're going to need to potentially talk about going to the bank and taking out some loans. But right now, we both discussed this, and we think that this is kind of the best move. So I'm going to go ahead and sell off the Challenger here. I'm going to buy that McCormick, and then we're going to start getting to work on some of the other things. We're also talking about taking some of the canola and stuff that we have at the farm, because we got some squirreled away in our silo, potentially going and sell that off to kind of absorb this hit that we're going to take. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to sell this off, and I'll cut us back in as soon as we sign on the dotted line and get the new tractor, make it ours. We'll see you in a little while. And here it is. We signed on the dotted line, and it cost a lot of money. We got almost 40 grand for our old Challenger there, but we spent 130,000 on this one. But this thing is unbelievably a huge upgrade. Our old tractor had over almost 100 working hours on it. This one has less than 10, so it's a 10x reduction in the amount of time that was on there. And not only that, but this thing has more power. It's got the front 3-point link. This thing is going to be a huge upgrade. But I mean, we're definitely going to have to talk about taking out some loans. But first things first, we're going to sell off the canola. We've got a bunch of canola here. I think we got about 10-ish thousand liters, give or take. And we're going to take that up.
About 8.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually. I think it is closer to 8. But going to go ahead and unload into the trailer here. Let's see. Oh, no. Less than 7. So.
Less than 7. Okay, nice.
Yeah, like 6640. So going to go ahead and take this up to a sell point. And yeah, see what we get out of it. We'll see in a little while. Alright, so I'm up here at the sell point. I called around and found out that the farmer's market here takes the best price here for our product. So I believe they want me to pull around this side. There we go. Alright, let's see what they buy this for. Alright, about 8,100 bucks. It's not too bad. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and head back to the farm, and going to have a long, hard think about getting some money back into our pockets, because yeah, we've got equipment we've still got to buy. We've got to buy the mowers, the tedder, and the some way to carry the bales around. So I will cut us out here, cut us back in as soon as we figure all that out. See you in a while. All right, so I made it back here to the farm, and I actually got a call from my uncle, and he was telling me how his buddy, known him for many years, had actually just bought the old grain elevator. This thing has been dilapidated for years. Well, I guess what he's going to be doing is he's going to be working on, renovating it and turning it into an actual museum. He wants to get some old historical pieces from in and around the whole Riverbend Springs area to be able to like show it off, and I just thought it was really cool. But I guess Uncle, he had an old piece there in the back shed, actually way off in the distance over there, and he was telling me how his buddy's going to come by and pick up the piece that he had. I don't even know what he had. I hadn't even been back there, but he was saying how he's going to come by and pick it up, and he's going to deposit some money into our account. So I just thought that that was kind of cool. And they said, hey, if we come across any other pieces that might be of interest to the museum, let them know, and potentially we can get some pretty good money out of them for finding these things. So it's one of those, if we just so happen discover some of these things, if we come across them, or oh, and look at that, we just got paid. So that actually worked out very, very well. 10,000. Wow, Uncle got $10,000 for that old piece. Whew. I tell you what, that
Hey,
man is an absolute wizard.
yeah, that explains how he's kept this farm up and going so long.
Yeah, right? Somehow he can turn rust into gold.
Speaking of gold, just picked up a contract. Gonna do some, gonna do some harvesting of cotton.
Yeah, okay, I'm glad you picked up that extra insurance, because, whew, I just watched
Yeah.
you,
Well, hey, you know what? So far, I've lucked out so many times with hitting things, and it's kept me from going into the water.
well, that's good at least. Oh my goodness. But anyways, like I was saying, he was saying how, if we just so happen to come across any other pieces, if we are able to negotiate with other people or anything along those lines, figure it out, send him a message, and see if he'd be interested in picking up the piece, because he's looking for a whole bunch for the museum. He wants to really turn it into something special. And Uncle was also telling me about how he actually wants to be able to take the like locally source all the materials and stuff from the Riverbend Springs area. So he was saying that if we are able to somehow, some way, be able to get him some of the materials to be able to help actually improve the authenticity of the renovation, that he would definitely pay us for our efforts and whatnot. So one of those things, maybe down the line, we can start helping him out, kind of sourcing some material.
Oh yeah, that would be nice too. At least he's trying to keep it local.
Yeah,
That's
well,
always nice.
and that's absolutely huge, especially nowadays where it's so easy just to go out and get stuff from out of town, out of state, out of country. It's nice to know that some of the locals here are going to get some well needed business. So I'm up here at the shop. I need to make some purchases and figure out how we're going to be able to afford all this stuff. But I'll kind of figure it out as we go. We'll see you in a little while. So I'm heading back here to the farm, and we've got some equipment. Took out a line of credit there at the shop there of $100,000. And I mean, thankfully we were able to do so. It was one of those, wasn't too sure if we were going to get that line of credit, but thankfully everything kind of worked out in the end. So I went ahead and bought a front and rear mower for the brand new McCormick here. Let's see, let's go here, across the street.
Well, new to us, McCormick.
What's that?
I said the new to us, McCormick.
Yeah. Well, considering that our Challenger there had over 100 working hours on it, I think that it's fine to say that this is new. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Let's fold this out.
So, Dave,
What's up?
I do want to let you know, that sewing contract I was working on, I did end up using some of our seed that we had around the shop. I know you took all that time, making it look pretty. Um, but I definitely wanted to unload the seed back, seeing as we were using our product. So we'll have to retouch up your work there.
How dare you?
Yeah, well, I figured it was better than losing out on the money of it.
Uh, Unfortunately, you have a point.
Yep, it happens sometimes.
Well, guess every once in a blue moon.
And also, with that stone picking contract I was working on, picked up another just over 3,600 liters of stone from that to add to our pile. So we got a nice little pile of stone sitting over there. Getting
Nice, very nice.
so
I'm not used to
so
the
whenever.
the GPS system on this new McCormick here, and I tell you what, it's definitely a lot more high tech than the one that Uncle had installed on his.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, in the long run, picking up that McCormick, yeah, it kind of stinks that we had to take that line of credit, but in the same sense, it's just going to open up way more possibilities for us in the future. So I really do think that that was the best move to make.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's one of those that it makes me nervous to have that big line of credit out, but it's one of those where, you got to spend money to make money, and in this particular case, I mean, Unk, I mean, we've got to do what we got to do at this point, and oops. I'm just not this this new system. Wow, it's definitely a learning curve. But yeah, no, like I was saying, we gotta spend money to make money, and in this case, I think we've got far more potential with this McCormick than we ever had with the old Challenger. And here's the thing: is maintaining that old Challenger was getting really expensive. I was having to take it up to the shop all the time to make sure that it was running properly, that it was getting all of its all of its inspections and its all of its maintenance done. And yeah, it was starting to become a money pit. So I'm hoping that you know that that coupled with the ability to increase our workload is going to be enough to make this really kind of worth it.
Well, only one way to find out, right?
Time will tell. But at this point, I'll go ahead and cut us out and get this field all finished up. We'll see you in a while.
I was a lonely silhouette, needed somebody to show the way. Yeah, I was a heartbeat with no sound till you came around. Yeah, you showed me colors, light in the darkness. You were the only thing I needed. Then we got older, but we stayed the same. Swear that we never lost the flame. Nostalgia, you're an echo in my head. Oh, nostalgia, like a symphony of our memories. Oh, nostalgia, don't you ever slip away. Oh, nostalgia, like a symphony of our memories. Oh.
And there we go. We are all done, ready to get on to the tedding. So we're going to have to run back to the shop, buy us a tedder, Oh man, this mower, this tractor, this thing did the job and did it so well. So let's get
Huge
out.
improvement, I'm
Oh
sure.
man, huge improvement. I mean, this thing just churned through the work. I was expecting it to still take a pretty decent amount of time, but no, it plowed right
Yeah, no,
through it like it was nothing.
you got that done pretty quick.
Let's see. So at this point, I'm going to just go ahead and put away all this equipment, and then we've got to head back up to the shop and pick up a tedder. We'll see you in a while. So I'm cutting through the farm here, and as you can see, we got some more equipment. We got a tedder and a windrower, and oh man, I'm so happy that we've got this front 3-point link. This thing is going to be an absolute game changer. I mean, it already is. We're not even, what, an hour into owning this tractor, and I'm able to carry the windrower in the rear. I'm able to carry the tedder in the tedder in the rear, the windrower in the front. I mean, that's by itself a game changer. So let's go
Oh yeah,
ahead.
you saved yourself with that a whole trip.
Well, yeah, that's it exactly. Is I was able to save time, which is saving money. So all in all, I'm on board with that.
So while you're doing that, I'm still working on contracts, still trying to chug away and kind of help us get that line of credit paid off some. Not a whole lot happening this month as far as contracts, though. We're kind of in that slow time, that slow period where there's not a whole lot of anything going on with fields. So
Yeah, but I mean, it's one of those where we're pretty much taking whatever we can get just to be able to help. Well, now to help out with this loan, but more importantly to just get as much money in our coffers as we possibly can.
oh yeah, definitely.
But I tell you what, man, I'm making the initial headland around this whole field here with this new tedder and tractor, and wow, it is just eating through this field.
That's good.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I'm nervous. I'm really nervous about taking out this amount of money, but it's one of those, like I said before, you got to spend it to make it. In this case, I mean, yeah, it's $100,000 that we are, risking, but the possibility is now up to us.
Oh, exactly. We're betting on ourselves. I like that.
Exactly. Yep, exactly. And neither one of us are afraid of hard work, so we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this farm not only back to its rightful place, but I think we're gonna exceed where it was even in its heyday.
Oh, for sure.
But at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and cut us out, cut us back in as soon as we're done with this field. We'll see you in a while. right, so we got this field all set and ready to go when it comes to making hay. Now, what I need to do now is actually run right across the street, drop this off, but I also did a little bit of wheeling and dealing. I ended up making some inroads with a local contractor, and they were telling me about how they had all this material kind of left over from a previous job, and it basically would be a perfect greenhouse. So I contracted them out, and they built it. They said they're all done, and should be right over here. Yeah, look at that. You can see in the background. Yeah, look at... Oh, it looks so good. Oh, we've got to get that full of water so we can start growing some stuff. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and drop this off. We'll drop this off right here. Right next to the tree should be fine. Just like that. Alright, and then the water tanker I've got stored on the other side of the barn. Oh, got some water in here already, so just slam this in there. There we go. Perfect. All right, now let's go ahead and plant some stuff in here. Cut us out here, and we'll cut us back in as soon as we're done. We'll see you in a little bit. All right, check it out. Doesn't that look great? Oh, we got some stuff growing, and I'm looking forward to harvesting some of that stuff, getting that stuff out of the greenhouse. Now, we've got a ton more water we need to bring over here, so let's go ahead and drive on over to the well over here. All right, perfect. All right, I'm just going to keep on slamming as much water as I can into the greenhouse, and then going to get back to work on the other field. So I'll cut us back out and cut us back in as soon as we're done here. We'll see you in a while.
My first and last mistake. I'm blue without your face. But what can I do? 'Cause I'm just a sinking ship, and you're I'm just a sinking ship, and you're just a pair of lips that I've lost in the moment. All I want is for you to come back. Now I'm caught in the middle of life, and I need you to survive. She said, boy, I want you to walk right, so I can give you one more chance. You're only living in your damn head. Without you by my side, I can't survive.
Alright, so we are all done with that field. Now we just need to make the bales, and once we get bales, we'll be able to at least chuck at least one of those into the cow pasture there, and really hopefully start setting them on the path of much better health, because right now they've been just kind of chomping away on the meadow, which is one of the worst things for them to have in the whole kind of food spectrum. So at this point, let's start making some bales. We'll grab the probably the front end loader in the John Deere, get the bale put into the cow pasture right away so they can get to munching on some good food for them. So I will cut us out here and cut us back in as soon as we're done baling. We'll see you in a while. All right, well, we have finally gotten to the point where we are good to go with all the baling there on the field. As you can see, we got quite a bit of bales off of that particular field. Let's go ahead and close this. Need to hook up real quick to that front loader right there and go ahead and grab that last bale. It got tipped over on its side. And then we'll be good to go. But I mean, we got a lot accomplished here today. We got several contracts worked on, and we've got this whole entire field harvested and taken care of. So only thing we have to do now, I believe, is just fertilize the field again, and then it'll be ready again for the next harvest. So I'm pretty pleased with this. We got a lot off of this field. Let's let's stop right over here and see exactly how many bales of hay we got right now. And I took one whole bale. Actually, that reminds me, I took one whole bale and got it out of the why am I not? That would be why. 23. So 25 whole bales, because I put one in the cow pasture already, and I have one here on the field. So that's actually pretty good for this size field. 25 full-size bales of this round baler is not too shabby, in my opinion. I'm pretty happy with that. But yeah, like I said, we got all this done. We got a whole bunch of new equipment. We went into quite a bit of debt, unfortunately, but at the end of the day, I think, as I mentioned before, it's going to be worth it. We're going to be able to hopefully work ourselves out of it and, kind of make up for that loss. But we got a really awesome tractor. It's a lot newer. The one that Uncle had there was kind of at its limits with what we were going to be throwing at it. I mean, if I were to have had to accommodate for the equipment here on this field, rather than just going ahead and getting something that was going to be a pure upgrade, this would have taken so much longer. It would have been just an absolute nightmare. I would have had to basically about double my trips up to and back, going back and forth to the shop there. It would have been a lot to kind of work my way around. So the tractor we got, it's saving us time, it's saving us energy, it's saving us fuel. I mean, the whole 9 yards. Everything that we're doing is is going to be a big time benefit to the farm going forward. So I'm really happy with that. But we are at the point of the episode where we're probably going to go ahead and sign out. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing. The shows you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.